Hey there, little one. If you're listening to this file, it's because you want to learn or strengthen the effects of a very special trigger phrase that will allow you to experience a total loss of potty training and a deep state of regression whenever you desire. This phrase can only be activated by you or someone you trust and will instantly cause you to regress into a deeply infantile state. You will suddenly forget all about your potty training, and if you are an especially little baby, you won't even be able to speak, just babble, coo, and maybe even cry sometimes. You might feel needy, emotional, and deeply comforted when snuggling with your favorite stuffies or sucking on your thumb or pacifier. This session will also teach and help reinforce a second trigger phrase to deactivate this deep state of regression whenever you or someone you trust desires. And guess what, little one? Every time you come back to listen to this file again and again, and every time you practice using your trigger phrases to activate and deactivate your deep state of regression, the more powerful the association in your mind and body will become. If this is your first time listening, you will learn your special phrase during the body of this session and have the option at the end of this session to experience activating your trigger phrase. And if you are coming back to listen again, then this session is an excellent opportunity to strengthen the power of your trigger so you can continue to regress more and more deeply. If you do not want to learn and strengthen the power of a special phrase that will allow you to deactivate your potty training and experience life through the eyes of a helpless, needy little baby, then please stop listening now. But if you are ready to install and further integrate this powerful trigger into your mind and your life, then please keep listening. During this session, I am going to say your trigger phrase and deactivation phrase 2 times to help you practice experiencing the subtle shift in your mind and body that will lead to a total loss of bladder and bowel control and a deep state of regression whenever your phrase is triggered. Therefore, there is a good chance that while listening, you might experience a wetting or even messing accident. So if you need to, please pause the file now and go ahead and put on a diaper and grab anything else that may help you relax, regress, and feel nice and little. Are you all ready, little one? Then let's begin. We're going to start by taking some nice, deep, comfortable breaths together. With each breath in, I want you to imagine that your mind is becoming a little more calm, a little more quiet, and a little more open to the sound of my voice. And with each breath out, I want you to imagine your body is becoming a little more heavy, more comfortable, and more deeply relaxed. Let's take a nice deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. And another deep breath in and a nice, long breath out. Continue breathing deeply at a pace that is comfortable for you, and notice how with each inhale, your mind is now automatically becoming even more calm, quiet, and focused on my voice. And notice how with each exhale, your body is automatically becoming a little more comfortable and more deeply relaxed. take a few moments now to simply enjoy breathing deeply. Very good job, little one. I'm going to count backwards now from 5 to 1. With each count, your mind will become even more calm, quiet, and focused on my voice. And with each count, your body will become even more comfortable and relaxed, so that by the time I reach 1, your mind will feel perfectly calm and only focus on the sound of my voice, while your body will be deeply relaxed and asleep. 5. Sinking down now, feeling so calm and so comfortable as you continue to enjoy breathing. 4. Drifting further down now. Your mind is feeling so quiet, so open to the sound of my voice. 3. Even further down now. Your body is feeling so heavy, so comfortable, so deeply relaxed. 2. Almost all the way down now. So calm, so quiet, so comfortable. 1. Your mind is now perfectly calm and only focused on the sound of my voice. Your body is now deeply relaxed and asleep. All you need to do for the rest of this session is enjoy listening and enjoy this feeling of deep relaxation. You are here today listening to this file because you deeply desire to learn and strengthen the power of a special phrase that will help you to experience a temporary loss of potty training and a very deep state of regression. This phrase can only be activated by you or someone you trust and will become more powerful every time you practice using it and every time you come back to listen to this file again and again. If you've listened before, you already know what the phrase is, and you are going to get to experience that wonderful feeling of blissful total regression multiple times during this session. Doesn't that sound fun, little one? Very good. From now on, whenever you say or hear someone you trust say the phrase, "It's baby time," you will instantly begin to feel a subtle shift in your mind and body. You will notice yourself helplessly begin to sink deeper and deeper into a totally different mindset and perspective. The first thing you might notice is that your pelvic floor has suddenly dropped. That's right, little one. It can be a subtle feeling at first, but when it's your baby time, you will forget your potty training completely. And that means that your bladder and bowels will become fully relaxed and empty whenever and as soon as they need to. And that means you won't have to worry about holding it in, and you won't have to worry about having an accident, because in that moment, you will just be a helpless little baby with no idea what the potty is even for. You won't understand the feelings coming from your bladder or bowels, and instead will experience those feelings as if they were brand new. You might feel yourself wet. You might feel yourself poop, but you won't really understand